Hamiintamc, everyone. Welcome to my Patreon. If you're seeing this video, it's my welcome video to welcome all my patrons to my channel and my page. So if you're wondering what I'm going to be offering on Patreon, I'm going to be offering writing, most of which will be poetry, and then I will also be giving advanced early access to my blog posts and my infographics that I make on Instagram and, my writing that I publish on my blog and that I feature in other places. So if you become a reader, you'd be paying $1 a month to read my poetry and to see all of my other writing. As for my poetry, I usually make poems about just like personal feelings, and I like to use my Indigenous language in my poetry. So you will see some of my language incorporated in my poetry and just a lot of my passions and feelings and emotions. I really like to use poetry as a medium to express how I'm feeling and what's bothering me and to just put it out into the world. And I also couple all of my poems with a mini illustration, so I think that you will really enjoy if you become a reader. Now, if you become a listener, that means that you're going to be paying $3 a month, and you will get exclusive access that can be found nowhere else to my podcast, which is called Acorn Auntie. And it has some really cute artwork that I commissioned Jennifer, an artist, to make for me, and I absolutely adore it, so I think that you will love to see that as well. And on my podcast, you can find me. I will be uploading, hopefully, a podcast 2 to 3 times a month, and I will be just talking about literally whatever I want to talk about, mostly personal thoughts, experiences, story times, my opinions on things, language revitalization, music, sobriety, mental health, college, school, application process. It's really just going to be a podcast full of anything that Acorn Auntie me wants. So definitely subscribe. I think this is the best deal because in addition to my podcast, you also get access to all of my writing and my poetry and all of the things for the first tier. Now, finally, for my viewers, this is the $5 Patreon subscription. And for that, you will be able to see videos that I upload exclusively to Patreon. And if you might not know, I already make YouTube videos on the internet for free, but there's some video content that I don't post on YouTube. For example, I really like to do music and record videos, but because of the copyright features of YouTube, I cannot list that to the public. I can only unlist it and put it on Patreon. So I know many of you really enjoyed my record reviews videos that I have on my channel, but I would love it so much more if I could be able to listen to the music with you. So that's one idea of what I'm going to be doing for my video content. Other ideas is more study with me's. I literally just filmed, you'll see I'm wearing the same outfit for Read With Me to go on my channel. I'm also thinking about doing story times and more stuff about language revitalization, just chat with me's in the morning, like with a cup of coffee and just telling you my thoughts of the day. I really want it to be exclusive content that you will not find on my channel and that doesn't make sense to put on my YouTube channel. So that also gives you access to my listeners, so you can listen to my podcast and you can have access to all my writing. So with that being said, thank you so much for subscribing to my Patreon because it just makes me so happy to be able to have the funds to support the internet content that I'm making, because as you know, in today's age, it is really hard to monetize your content as a small content creator. It takes a lot more work nowadays that goes into trying to build an audience on YouTube and other places. So if you support me, I'm so emotional thinking about it. I really can't express how much that means to me. You're really investing in me and my content and believing in me, and I promise you it's going to go a long way. So thank you so much. Welcome to my channel, and please enjoy and subscribe to get access to some exclusive content. I will see you in my video or in my podcast or whatever it is that you subscribe to. Hakupa'ai and Pahikotanhiv.